Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and head out right now to pick up the parts for the Z. Depending on the condition, I might pick it up and I might not pick it up. I know that one of the panels is cracked, so it does need to get fiberglass and fixed and then repainted. So I know there is that issue, but there could be other issues that I may not know of. So far it looks good. I do plan on picking it up. It should look pretty sick. I'm really excited about this. I might not record me picking up the items just because I really want to inspect the item, because whenever you're buying parts from somebody that you don't really know, you always want to check it and make sure there's anything wrong with it. So we're gonna go ahead and head out, and I'll pick up the video again once I have the items in my possession. So I'll catch you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, so we are now back. We just picked up the kit. It's not in perfect condition. It does need a little bit of work. One of the panels is actually scratched and has a crack where the gas cap goes in that area. So we do need to get that repaired. I'm going to be taking it to my buddy's house. His name's Flash. He's going to be working on it. He's going to be repairing it. And then we're going to get ready this weekend to go ahead and install it. So I'll be showing you guys how we're actually going to be doing it and everything. That way you guys have an idea. I'm going to try to make this a DIY for you guys, just because when I was looking at videos on this, I didn't really see any. I saw like one of somebody installing a Widebody kit, but it didn't really go over how to install this specific kit for the 370Z. There's not a lot of 370Zs that have this kit, so I think it's going to look really dope, and it's actually one of my favorite because it flows very well with the car. It's not like just bolted on there. This one is going to be like a bolt-on, but it kind of looks molded at the same time. So let me show you where the damage is, where it needs to be repaired. Alright, so here's the kit. This is how it's looking so far. This one is already painted. This is going to be the driver's side, and this one you have the passenger side, which has the gas cap. This is the one that's broken. Right here it's cracked. It's not fully broken. It does have a crack that needs to be reinforced by adding some fiberglass. And then right here, we need to add some fiberglass as well, smoothing it out. That way it looks like a smooth panel. Along with this one here, we need to smoothen this as well. That way we can go ahead and get it ready for paint and everything and prep it. So it's not something that can be fixed. Super easy. See, here it has a few scratches, so this one does need to be repainted for sure. With this side is actually pretty good. There's nothing really wrong with it. It does have a little bit of like orange peel on it, so we need to wet sand it, polish it and everything. That way it looks perfect. It's just a little bit dirty. It has fingerprints all over it. Of course, you guys know black gets dirty pretty fast. It does have like some rock chips right here, but we can easily touch it up with some paint. But it looks pretty good. This one is fully attached, so you can see the rear part of the bumper is this one right here. It's attached right here. You can remove it, like this side over here. This one's split into two. They're still good and everything. I can still reuse them, and we just have to attach them with some bolts and some nuts. Right now I just wanted to go over the kit. The kit is 2 inches wider all around if you get the full kit. This is from Crown Carbon Crafting. I only have the rear, so I'm only going to be making the rear wider. My plan is to go with the meaty tire setup in the rear, so it should look really dope, and it should really make the car stand out a lot. I've never really been a huge fan of stretch tires. I always like the meatier tire setup, so I think this is the way to go if you're trying to complete that, especially if you have some wheels like I do that are pretty expensive. I could rebuild them depending on how they come out. The fenders do stick out quite a bit, so I may have to add a spacer and go with the fatter tire setup. Once we get this fixed, it's going to look flawless. I already tested it out. This panel here, just putting it on there to see how it will look, and it looks really sick. It gives the car a really wider look, and then once you take it off and you put it on, it just looks way different, and it does make the car look a lot wider. Here is a rear look of the kit. It's all fiberglass, as you guys can see, and it's really sturdy. It's pretty thick. It's not flimsy at all. If I try to bend this right now, as you guys can see, it's not bending even if I wiggle it. The most flimsiest part is probably going to be this part right here. As you guys can see, it's just a small part of the kit to give it a little bit of a design, but other than that, it's just pretty much fiberglass. It's put together really thick and not thin at all by any means, and has an extra thick layer. We won't be doing too much in this video. I just wanted to show you guys the over fenders, how they look, what steps we're going to be taking in order to get everything fixed. Of course, the first step is going to go ahead and fix that fender over there, get it all smoothened out, get a primer, get it ready for paint. After we do that, I do need to look for a painter to see who is available to be able to paint these over fenders, so that may take a while. So what the plan is we're gonna go ahead and fix that. We're gonna go ahead and install the kit. We do have to cut up the car in order to get this kit installed, which is gonna be hopefully within the next week. So you guys may actually see this unpainted, and then once it's painted, I'll go ahead and show you guys the finished product. It does look really dope, so I hope you guys are really excited. There's not a lot of cars that have this kit and show the process of how to do it. So I really want to show you guys the process of how I'm going to be installing this, how we're going to be making the holes and everything, cutting the wheel wells, and then of course we have to seal the wheel wells properly, because once you cut it up it could rust. So you need to make sure that you do seal it up, make sure there's no rust or anything in there, so it does come out perfect. So there's going to be a lot of steps to it. This is just going to be the first video of me announcing that the Widebody is going to be going on the car. Of course, after doing this, I do plan on keeping the car for a very long time now. I do need to make the car fast at least, to pretty much compensate everything that I'm doing to the car, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to. But of course, if something comes up, I find a deal or something, I'll most likely be picking up the turbo kit a lot sooner than expected. But just depending on how everything goes, I do pick up items depending on where I find deals. I found a great deal on this, so I picked it up. It just depends on what I find, what I'm doing next to the car. So a lot of things that I do are really unexpected. I don't really plan on putting anything on the car until I find like a deal on it, and then I jump on it. So I got really fortunate with this, that I was able to pick up a wide body kit. It's gonna look super dope. So I hope you guys are really excited just like I am. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Make sure you subscribe for more future videos, updates on the car and what's going on. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.